Hi, welcome. Simon here. In this video, let's try to troubleshoot together on this Dell laptop. The computer powers on, but there's no display on the monitor. So let's see if we can fix it together. Now, I just want to warn you in advance that this video was already recorded, but I noticed that at the end of the video, the recording, that the microphone was turned off. So now I'm doing a voiceover and I'll do my best to match up my video. So you may feel a little bit weird as I may speak like ahead of time or before time. So now I'm doing is to try to turn off the caps lock. As you can see that the light is on, but when I press the caps lock light, there's no response. As well as the display screen is just stay black and no display whatsoever. So at this point, I'm just going to shut off the computer, press and hold the power button. And I'm doing it again, trying out the second time and see what happens. So the light came on, the caps lock light, but no display on the monitor. And there's one way to troubleshoot. Sometimes it could be a bad monitor screen or the backlight screen burnout. So one way to test it out is to plug in the HDMI. Hopefully there's a display on your external monitor or HDMI to your TV. And if the HDMI has display on the external monitor, then more likely you have a bad screen. So for my case, the LCD screen on a laptop has no display as well as the external monitor. So I just turn off the computer, flip it around, and I'm telling everyone that what is the model number for this. The model for the Dell is P98F. That is the model for this Inspiron Dell laptop. So in order for you to get into the computer, you need a Phillips screwdriver. A tiny Phillips screwdriver. I believe I was using a Phillips 00. Here I was explaining that the top 3 screws are not able to come off, so it stays to the back cover, so it doesn't come off. As long as you hear that little clicking sound, you should stop unscrewing it. That's the max you can unscrew. In the middle row, there are 4 screws in the middle, and those 4 screws are coming off. And I'm working at the very bottom 4 screws, and those 4 screws came off as well. So just so you know that I was able to found the problem, and it was the RAM. And if you're interested to get the RAM replacement, please click on the description down below. I'll direct you to either Amazon or eBay where you can find the replacement RAM. So here I'm explaining that the top screws that did not come off, the reason for that is that they push it against the back plate. That was the reason why it doesn't come off, and give you a little bit gap where you can turn in the what do you call that, the plastic prying tool, where you can pry off the back cover. So once you have a gap, use your finger and just kind of pull it right off the back cover. At this point here, I'm explaining that the computer, the internal part of it, and here is the RAM. So the computer has 2 RAM slots. And here I was explaining to disconnect the battery by simply pull the connector down towards the body. That's how you disconnect the battery. So the computer have 2 RAM slots, one on the first slot and the second on the second slot. Here I was explaining that when you try to troubleshoot I would say remove one RAM at a time. It is not necessary to remove two RAMs and buy two RAM replacement. Sometimes it's only just one RAM that is broken, not two RAMs. So just want to do one RAM at a time. So here I'm removing the RAM, explaining that the two-side clipper that clips onto the RAM, the left and right, what you have to do is you just have to push it away from each other, the left and right clipper, push it away from it, and the RAM would pop up at 45-degree angle. Once the RAM is pop up, you slide it away from your body. That's how you remove that RAM. And here I'm explaining that the PC4 stands for DDR4. So if you're troubleshooting and see which RAM that is broken, sometimes both RAM might be working and it could be just one slot of the RAM slot that is bad. Okay, so they're kind of like multiple things that to look into. So first is to remove the RAM. If both of the RAM are removed with the new replacement RAM and it still doesn't work, then more likely would be the RAM slot or the motherboard. At this point, I'm explaining that the computer doesn't want to show any display. The caps lock stays on, and external monitor with HDMI has no display, and the laptop screen has no display. So we remove that first RAM, and there's no lock to the computer. Let's try again. Press and hold the power button until it shuts off. Open up the back cover. I'm removing the second RAM. And here I'm swapping the RAM. So see which RAM that is bad. There are two RAMs to begin with, and I remove one RAM to test the first one. Since the first one is no luck with it, I'm swapping it over and using the second RAM to put it onto the first slot. So at this point here, I'm explaining to you that the RAM, the slot is different. So one of the length is longer and the second length is shorter, and you want to pay attention to that little gap right there. So that gap would have to match the RAM slot. As you can see right now, the gap has a space in between that doesn't match. And when I flip it around, and you can see that the gap is matching to the RAM slot. So that's the position where you want the RAM to install. To install, you need to slide the RAM down at 45-degree angle, push it in the middle all the way in, and push it down. So when you push it down, the two-side clipper on the left and the right would automatically closes itself and lock it in. So let's try to turn it on and see what happens. So the computer has this magnet on the LCD screen. As soon as you open up the screen, the computer would turn on by itself. So the caps lock is still on, and no display still. And sometimes you would have to wait a little bit. You see how the caps light went off by itself and came back on? Yep, there you go, the display came on. So it kind of take a while for the computer to boot up because the RAM has been changed. Therefore, the computer takes some time to restart and rethink itself. Here I'm testing on the caps lock. the light, each time when I press, it comes on and goes off. So with the display, I'm powering off the laptop. Looks like we found a problem, that the very first RAM may have been the cause of it. So since I found the problem, I get a replacement RAM and install it on the second slot and see if there's a display. It could be the RAM that is still working, but it just may be on a different slot that is not working. So let's get a replacement RAM that I know that works, install it on a second slot. Now I'm testing out the first and the second slot to see if they are working. So here I was a bit panicked when I installed the second RAM. The caps lock light stays on for a while, but I guess that's how it is. So shouldn't be panicked, and just wait a little bit longer, and my fat finger just touched the screen and the computer did something not supposed to do. So I press and hold the power button to force shut down the computer, and you know that the second RAM and the RAM slot, they both are working. Only this first RAM that is bad. So at this point, I'm just putting the screw back together. And here I explained that if you're looking for the replacement part and the tools, please check the link down in the description below. And if you find this video is helpful, please smash the like button for me. I really appreciate you for doing that. And again, if you want to show your gratitude to support my work and my channel, please click on YouTube Super Thanks. And thanks for watching. And again, sorry about the audio. Bye now.